Today we are going to be, there we go, talking about creating a CRM that works for you. If we haven't met before, I'm Natalia Sanders. I am an OBM, an online business manager. For small to medium-sized businesses. I support businesses remotely from my home office in Bristol with all things digital, all things tech-based. So supporting businesses to have an organised and systemised back end to their business. So today I want to talk to you about a customer relationship management system and explain, to start with, what do I mean by a CRM? A CRM, as I said, stands for customer relationship management. And as business owners, it's something that you may have heard of. It's something that you might use already intrinsically. You might have your own system for it today. And what a CRM is it's a technology used to manage interactions with your customers and clients, or potential customers and clients. A CRM system helps organizations to build customer relationships and to streamline your processes. So if you are a small to medium or large business owner, your customer process will grow exponentially. And of course, in these digital days, we need systems to help us manage that. So today I'm going to talk to you about some of the best cloud-based systems that you can use. I'm going to touch on GDPR and how a CRM can really help you manage your business. The main thing that a CRM does is it can help you improve your customer service to increase your sales and your profitability. A CRM allows you to track the customer journey. Often a CRM is using a tech tool, especially nowadays. They're often cloud-based and they enable remote teams to work effectively from one streamlined place. So whether you are a solopreneur doing everything yourself, or if you manage a team, a CRM is an excellent kind of central base to manage your customers and clients. Okay, I'm just going to minimize myself over here. There we are. So when people talk about a CRM, they might mean any of three things. They might mean a CRM as technology. So this is a technology product. It's often in the cloud, so it's often online based, that teams use to record, report, and analyze interactions between a company and its users. It's often called a CRM system or a CRM solution. So it's CRM as technology. You may also have heard of CRM as a strategy. So what that means is it's a business's philosophy about how relationships with customers and potential customers should be managed. And finally, a CRM as process. CRM as a process. So think of this as the system that a business adopts to nurture and manage those relationships. Back in the olden days, before all of us were using so much technology to manage our businesses, a lot of companies would have had pen and paper ledgers and books to record all client transactions, sales, purchases, addresses, etc. A CRM is the modern equivalent of that. It has grown and it allows us to analyze our clients and customers, their purchases, their behavior, to enable us as business owners to tailor and offer what we provide to them and to create a lovely customer journey. It's also excellent for client retention, which I will touch on in a second. So what does CRM software do? CRM software records customer contact information. That is bottom line. So on your CRM, you will have a page, a bit like a social media profile, you could think of it as, for each of your clients and customers. And you'll collect their information, such as their name, their email, telephone number, their website, perhaps their address, any purchases or packages that they've bought from you. Basic information. And you can be as detailed or as sparse as you like in a CRM. Most CRMs, and I'm talking cloud-based and digital products now, most allow you to build your own client template to record the info that is most helpful to you and your business. So if you take the example of a Facebook page, on your Facebook page, you can choose which things you would like on there and who can see what. it's very similar with your CRM. If you are a product-based business, it's going to be really important for you to see when they've purchased something, what they've purchased, how much they've spent. Similarly, if you're a service-based industry, you're going to need different pieces of information. So I guess an important piece of information when you're looking to create your own CRM or invest in one is that they are completely bespoke. And there's so many products out there, which I'll touch on later, which are bespoke for you. So don't come at this, which you may have done if we were having this talk 5 years ago, there weren't as many options available. And you might have thought, oh, I don't really want to invest in this CRM because half of it is not appropriate to me. They're far more bespoke now. A CRM system will organize your client information to give you a complete record of individuals and companies. This allows you to better understand your client-customer relationships over time. They have excellent reporting tools in there to allow you to analyze customer journeys. CRM software improves customer relationship management because it gives you that 360 view. It captures all the interactions with your business. It integrates with, say, your website, your Shopify, your shop, whatever other technologies you are using. The digital cloud-based CRM softwares I'm going to share with you today, it have brilliant integrations. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop, like a massive address book for your business, I suppose. And of course, when we have that information to hand, we can disseminate it with our teams. And then we can make decisions on our business going forward, looking at the trends that we already have available to us. I just wanted to share this famous quote that often comes back to my clients and I from Bill Gates, who said, how you gather, manage and use information will determine whether you win or lose. And I'm sure if you're tuning in today or you're watching this on catch up, you're probably going to be somebody who within their business and work has more than one customer or client. That is always the aim, isn't it? And understanding why people come to you and your business is always going to help you make those next steps. And I think that's quite a pertinent one to remember. Which brings me on to the benefits and advantages of a CRM. A CRM allows you to have enhanced contact management, keeping things digital. And I'm sure I'm, preaching to the converted here, especially in this day and age, is so important. As I said, I will touch on GDPR and privacy policies a bit later. It allows cross-team collaboration in real time. Things will be updated and saved. None of that thing of years gone by of having lost such and such as pieces of information or the odd receipt. Everything's in one place. It heightens productivity. It empowers your sales management. Your sales team will love a brilliant CRM tool because it will allow accurate sales forecasting. When you can analyze what your customers and clients are doing, you've got that data to drive your next decision making. It gives you reliable reporting. So the data that you input is going to obviously allow that reliable reporting to come out. It will help with improved sales metrics. It increases customer satisfaction and retention. This is one that I often work on with clients. When you're looking at clients you already have, customers you already have, they are so important. It's not always about gaining new followers and customers. It's looking at the people who already buy from you or who you work for and looking how you can improve that relationship so that they stay with you. It boosts your marketing ROI. Any return on investment in your business is obviously paramount. And perhaps if you're at that stage where you're looking into ad spend and things for your business or the next big investment, whatever it might be, depending on, how your business works, making decisions when you've got accurate data of what is going on at the moment in your business, a CRM is going to give you that. And it enriches products and services. Again, if you've got 10 services, having a look through your CRM at how your customers are interacting with those, it very, very quickly, from a couple of clicks of a button, will give you all of that information rather than having to go through notebooks and pieces of paper or even a Google Drive or a Dropbox folder. Everything is in one place. Again, I'm just going to minimize myself here so I can, there we are. As I said, I've put 5 and now 6. I've squeezed one in. So I was an English teacher, and after having my children, I set up my own virtual assistant business. And over the years, that's developed into me being an OBM. And part of what I do is I manage clients' CRMs. So there are so many cloud-based CRMs out there. And what I would say is, if you are in a specific industry, it is worth having a search online, because there are many CRMs that are industry based. For example, there's quite a few for beauty. There's an awful lot for the leisure and sports industry, all that sort of thing. But what I've chosen here are kind of my favorites. I'm not at all affiliated financially with any of these. They are just the ones that I've used the most and that I wanted to share with you today. And I'm sure that Christina and Saoirse will share the slides after, because they have got hyperlinks in for you to click through to. The most famous one that you might have heard of in this industry is Salesforce. Now, Salesforce is the market leader. It's the one that will always come up top on your search. And it really is sales focused. It is excellent for transforming your sales process, and it will track each and every step. So if you have a team, Salesforce is brilliant. If you want to really drill down into the areas of your sales process or a funnel, Salesforce is excellent for that. It's got a very nice, clear dashboard, really easy for working with a team. HubSpot is probably the next one up there. It is free to start with, and then there are different payment plans. Again, it's a great way to track your sales funnel and any promotions. If you would like to use a customer relationship management tool to manage your sales and to boost your sales, personally, I'd recommend looking into Salesforce or HubSpot. The next two, Dubsado and Bonsai, Hello Bonsai, are two CRMs that you can track your sales with, but I like to think of them as the kind of the overall package, the kind of technical database, if you like, but with hidden extras. Dubsado, probably the market leader, is excellent for automating your client onboarding process. I'd highly recommend it for service-based industries, particularly if you're in the kind of graphic design, social media design world. It is brilliant. You can upload your contracts to it. You can set up a whole automation so that as soon as a client is onboarded, the steps just happen for you. You can put in canned email templates, quotations, packages. It's a one-stop shop, really. And it really is worth the investment. Hello Bonsai is brilliant for freelancers, and it is a cheaper alternative to Dubsado. It will allow you to prepare and send out client proposals with ease, to track customers, contracts, etc. Both of those, Dubsado and Bonsai, also have invoice integrations, and they will integrate with accountancy software, some of the main ones such as QuickBooks, etc. So if you are a service-based business, one of those might be a really nice system for you. 17 Hats is for freelancers again. It's a tool to book, automate, invoice, and do more. It's a kind of, it's quite a simple one. So if you're looking for something to manage your business systems for you to free you up time, I definitely look into that. Bitrix24 has tasks, charts, projects, leads, and sales. Again, it's quite graphic, that one. So if you're somebody who likes looking at images and icons more than the words, and interpreting your client data in that way, that would be a good one. And lastly, Honeybook. Honeybook is an end-to-end client management tool with a simple and attractive dashboard. It's an alternative to Dubsado. I've only recently started using it with a client. It's quite attractive. It's got a really nice user interface. If you outsource to somebody, if you have someone such as a VA or similar who helps you with your client record management, that might be quite a nice tool to begin with. Okay, so those are a few that I recommend. However, you may wish to make your own CRM. You might be thinking, Natalia, these all sound great, but where do I begin? If you wanted to make your own, either through like web development, app development, or using a spreadsheet, which is absolutely fit to purpose, and obviously you can make it just what you need, I would recommend that you start by making a list of those key pieces of information that are most helpful to your business about your customers. You might never need their telephone number, for example, but you might really need their social media handles, email addresses, etc. Make a list of exactly what you want to know and collate about your clients or customers. Then create a timeline of key interaction moments with your customers. For example, think about, when do you communicate with them? What do you record from that communication? How do you know when or how or why they interact with your company? And I'm talking about looking at your website SEO, looking at your social media reporting, thinking of things like, if they purchase something off your website, do you use an email marketing tool to sign them up to your newsletter and they automatically get a welcome email, for example? Do you have an automation in 7 days' time to ask them to send them a discount code or such and such? All of those pieces of interaction a CRM can allow you to plot. So you can look at, did they open it? Did they respond? Did they click on the button to use the discount code, etc.? You can send out all of these wonderful automations and things to help your customers and clients. But if you're not tracking how they interact with it, how will you ever know if it's working? That is what a CRM helps you to do. Ask yourself, do you have the key information from your customers to be able to serve them in the most convenient and professional way for both yourself and for them? Communicating with your customers using a CRM allows you to really embed your kind of magic, your business's USP into your relationship with your customers. And then outline your business processes with each step coded. And think to yourself, could this work in a spreadsheet and have it centrally stored if you work with a team? Or maybe a project management tool might be better for you to set as a CRM, such as a Trello board or Asana or Monday, that sort of thing. Or would that a cloud-based solution be better for you, such as the ones that I mentioned previously? And what is absolutely key when we're talking about all of this is ensure that you are GDPR compliant. The GDPR came in 2018, as I'm sure you know. When you are looking to create a customer relationship management tool, most cloud-based CRM software providers, specifically the 6 I've mentioned, they've already designed their systems to be in accordance with the 2018 GDPR Act. But of course, it's our responsibility, and it's so important to check that whatever you use meets GDPR's compliance requirements fully, and that you know what to do. Now, this can feel quite overwhelming. So there's a couple of things that I'd recommend you look out for. And then I'm going to share where you can check more information. So one thing you can do includes documenting the lawful basis for processing personal data. In your privacy policy on your website, you will, of course, have documented the lawful basis for how you collect people's information and what you use it for. So, for example, the email address that you collect, you will have documented the lawful basis for you using that in your privacy policy. You may need to amend your privacy policy if and when you get a CRM, and I would definitely recommend looking, if you use a cloud-based system, at their information around GDPR, because they will have it there. It's quite clear when you look for it. It also includes, where's my arrow? There we go. Ensuring that data is only kept for as long as it meets that basis. So after a customer relationship has ended, you will have a basis in your privacy policy for how long you will keep that data and when you will delete it and how you will delete it. Ensuring that the data that you keep is accurate and up to date, and considering when you will edit it, and sectioning off sensitive data so that only approved personnel can access it. Obviously, that's something really important to consider if you are managing a team or you have different people accessing the data. thinking about how you can section off parts of your CRM so that only the people who need to see specific data are seeing it. All of these things fall within the 2018 GDPR Act. And for more information on this, I would really recommend that you look at the ICO website. They have brilliant guidance for business owners. They break it up into very understandable and manageable steps. And it's a great way to check that your privacy, cookie policy, website terms and conditions, all of those things are GDPR compliant. I fully appreciate that that's not the topic we're talking about today, but I have hyperlinked it there if this was something that you wanted to look into yourselves. Okay, so as I said, I am an OBM and I offer our 90-minute sessions online to support business owners with exactly setting up these sorts of things. If you are interested in having some support virtually with the back end of your business to increase your focus and productivity, to look at the systems that you are using to perhaps work through setting up a CRM and considering what would work best for your business,